Hey, I'm Sidney Savioe. I'm 31, born and raised in Lafayette, Louisiana, and I'm a missionary with Family Missions Company. And I think my call, like everybody else's, is very unique. I was living in Lafayette, working for the family business, making money. I wasn't lacking for anything. Had I stayed on working with my family, I could have had the business handed to me on a silver platter. But what happened was that I realized that money was not something that ultimately was going to make me happy. That whether I was making money or whether I was poor, I knew that I had to be serving the Lord. I knew that I had to do something that would truly make a difference. And so what happened was, as I was working for the family business and I was in a relationship, the relationship didn't exactly work out. It ended. And of course, I was devastated, as we all are with relationships. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. I knew that in order to get past this, I had to have a community that I could lean on, a community of faith that would hold me up, that would strengthen me in my faith. So I already knew of FMC. Over the years, I had met them through conferences, through going to some of their weekly meetings. I had friends who were missionaries. And so I just started hanging out at FMC a lot. I started going to mission formation on Wednesday nights. I started going to Bible studies on Mondays. I went to the Lord's Day dinners on Saturdays. And the more and more I did that, I discovered that I was not only getting through this difficult time that I found myself in, but I found myself wanting to stay at FMC. Whenever the meeting was over or supper was done, I didn't want to go home. I wanted to stay there, and it was really hard to leave. And I remember at one point making the comment during supper, you know, I think I could maybe do this. I think I might enjoy being a missionary. And you never say that around Mr. Frank, because he'll be the first one to jump on it and just recruit you until you say yes. And so I think what eventually happened was that I knew that I had to go on a mission trip. I really wanted to go on a mission trip. I ended up coming here to General Cepeda in November of 2009. And I knew by the end of the trip that I wanted to be a missionary. There was absolutely no doubt in my mind. And so from that point on, I started arranging my life and orienting everything so that I could become a missionary the following September. The only hard part about it was having to wait, because once you know that you're called to be a missionary, whether it's for 2 years or 10 years or for the rest of your life, it's hard to wait until the right time for God to fulfill that vision. So it was a really tough 10 months having to go back into the world and continue to work and pay bills and do all the things that you have to do to be a responsible adult. But the patience paid off, and I couldn't be any happier with the decision that I made. I do not for 1 second regret my decision to become a missionary. There is never a morning that I ever wake up and say, oh man, I have to be a missionary again today. Even on the days that are tough, I love being a missionary. And I know there's no way I could have experienced the things that I've experienced without saying yes to God and becoming a missionary. So I'm 31, I'm a journeyman, and I love being a Catholic missionary.